So the problem with using tools like Claude Code to write is that almost all the time it comes out as generic AI slop. In today's video, we're going to talk about how you can use Claude to actually sound exactly like you. Let me explain. Here's a generic AI slop post. How to land your first AI automation client, what you need to know. The AI automation landscape is rapidly evolving in 2026, and this is where most people would either fall asleep or they would bounce and they'd go do something else because they'd be thinking that is so incredibly boring to read. Now here's the same post, just copying how you would write. If I had $100 and needed to close my first automation client, here's exactly how I'd do it. This is the same approach I used to close my first $60,000 in deals, starting from zero, Upwork. Not because it's easy, but because it removes the hardest part of starting. Why it works. Clients already know they have a problem, they're already actively looking for a solution, and they already have a budget. Now, keep in mind where things are highlighted, it's actually pulling from myself, okay? So these stats here, these are actually my real stats that it's drawing from. It's not making up some BS, okay? It's pulling from my own stories over here. So this is exactly how I said this. And it's also copying my tone as well, okay? So we're gonna be talking about how you can do this, not just for things like LinkedIn posts, but for every form of writing. So if you're on social media, we're gonna talk about how you can apply this to social media or blog posts or emails or DMs or pitch decks, proposals, your bio, ad copy, you name it. You can apply this same strategy to every form of writing. That's exactly what I do. It's honestly, it feels like pulling teeth now whenever I have to write anything for any reason without Claude writing at least the first draft for me. Okay, so let's get into the problem here. The problem is that Claude is trained on millions of distinct voices and you get the sum of the average, and it's just one bland generic voice that sounds like it's AI. And what we're gonna do is create 7 files, okay, for you that allow Claude to understand exactly who you are and write very similarly to you, okay? And I'm not just talking about like a surface level, I'm actually talking about it really understanding you better than most people would probably know you. So specifically who you are, what your business is, or what you do for work, or all of that kind of stuff. Your beliefs, what you stand for, what your takes are, your opinions, all that kind of stuff. Your tone, how you write, what your vocabulary is, so what words you actually use, what your humor is, how you joke, your stories, your opinions, and also your analogies. We're going to be including all of this kind of stuff, and we're going to be doing this in an automated fashion in just a couple of minutes. How we find this information is we're going to extract it from across the web on all the resources available to us. So if you have a business, we're going to scrape that business and pull out everything from your website. If you're posting on social media, we can easily set this up so that we can extract data from your LinkedIn posts or your Instagram posts if you want to do that, of course. And then we can extract from your emails, okay, to understand how you email people. If you ever jump on calls and you have like a Zoom, like on Zoom meetings or Google meetings, and you have like a Fireflies kind of like bot there recording everything and transcribing it, we can pull directly from that as well. We can also take from your notes or Notion. This is optional, and then any other source as well, okay? So how we're gonna do, the first thing that we need to do inside Claude is we need to populate all of these files. Now you can either pause the video and copy this file structure, it's pretty bare bones, or you can grab it from the free link in the description down below. Either way works. How we're gonna populate all of this is really simply just one prompt, and I'm gonna leave this in the description as well. So you can paste this in here, okay? And what we're doing is we're getting Claude Code to auto-populate all of these files for us. And how we're doing that is we're gonna get it to read the last 100 emails that we have in Gmail. We're gonna have it read the last 20 Fireflies transcripts from past meetings on Google Meet and Zoom. And we're also gonna post in a LinkedIn post down below. This is optional if you have LinkedIn posts to draw from. And we're gonna talk about some other sources as well, okay? Such as filling in the business context by having Claude scrape your website, and also if you have any passages you found online that you didn't necessarily write yourself but feel like they represent you, we're going to talk about how we can pull that in as well. So let's get started. The first thing is in order to pull information from Gmail and Fireflies, we actually have to connect our account into it. So inside Claude.ai, okay, we can head over to settings. Inside settings, we can go to capabilities, connectors, and go to customize. And we need to make sure we have have two extensions added in here. The first one is Gmail, okay, which happens to be the first option here. And the second one is Fireflies, the meeting note taker. And once we have these hooked up, just make sure that when you click into them, we have always allow for all this kind of stuff. So Claude can actually access these applications and pull the data that we need to pull. Now that that's out of the way, we can head over to LinkedIn. Okay, we could copy a LinkedIn post right over here. So I like this one. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to copy this whole thing and paste it into our prompt down here under LinkedIn posts. And the last thing that we can do is pull in a passage online. And I like this for Humour specifically. So I found this article quite a while ago when I was writing blogs. I wanted to add a Humour into it. And I thought that this represented me really well. I'm a huge advocate when it comes to dad jokes. I feel like a lot of people are cringing just listening to that right now, but I love them. It's my humor, and I want to include this passage because it kind of resembles exactly my sense of humor. So I'm gonna copy this in, okay, and paste it right below here under Humour passage. And keep in mind, we're saying to Claude, please filter any examples that we clearly shouldn't be using, anything with personal information, anything like empty emails, all that kind of stuff. I'll send it off and return back when this is done. Sweet. And so we are back and we can see all of these documents filled in automatically on our behalf. So let's just kind of go through these at a very high level. We can see in vocabulary the words that I use, like hey, name, or hey guys, hey you guys, sweet, awesome, cool, no worries. How I sign off on my emails is best Jono, happy to do whatever, more or less. That's the vocabulary I use. On the other side, vocabulary that I don't use is henceforth, things like that. Like I don't think I've ever said henceforth other than this video right now in my entire life. Furthermore and moreover, like those are words that will never come out of my mouth. I would be shocked to actually see that. And then we have tone over here, which is essentially warm, direct, conversational, talking like I'm sitting across from you, not lecturing. And then we have stories. So it's actually pulling in real stories from my life that it can later reference for LinkedIn posts or emails or whatever the case may be. Like I ran a wedding DJ company and here's my story. And then onto humor here, we have dad joke energy, which is self-aware, slightly cringy, and would embarrass my hypothetical 14-year-old kid. Unfortunately, I don't have a 14-year-old kid, but I'm sure if I did, I would still embarrass them. Self-deprecation first, pop culture and references. Honestly, it's kind of like eerie and weird looking at this because I feel like Claude has classified my humor and my personality better than anyone else could possibly tell me. Then it's passed in business context, which I'm not going to open up just because there's a lot of personal information in there. And then we have beliefs, okay, and analogies. So you can kind of get the point. It's pulling in all this different stuff about my life. We can put this to work. I have two examples here, a before and an after. So I said, hey, Claude, write me a 100-word LinkedIn post on how to land your first day automation client. And it said, landing your first day automation client isn't about cold pitching strangers. It's about solving one pain point. And then I'm just off to sleep. I'm already snoring just listening to that. Here's an example when we're referencing all of these files like analogies, belief, business context, and so on and so forth. How to land your first day automation client, stop learning, start selling. I scaled a 7-figure wedding business across 8 cities and I can't film, can't photograph, and can barely DJ. The skill isn't the bottleneck, sales is. So you can see here, it's already pulling in stories and writing very similarly to how I would write. But you can see a point of contention here, okay, where we're asking it to write a LinkedIn post and it might not follow the exact same format of my other previous LinkedIn posts over here. So what we could do to take it a step further is we could provide example posts on how we actually want things like emails to go or Instagram reels to go or LinkedIn posts, whatever the case may be, okay? And so now what I've done is I've referenced that structure in this LinkedIn example and it's gone ahead and copied it really well. How to land your first day automation client without knowing how to build anything, and so on and so forth, looks very similar to typically how I write my posts right over here. Okay, perfect. Now, there's just one other hiccup here and point of contention you've probably noticed, which is the fact that we have to reference things like analogies and beliefs and business context every single time we want to write anything, which is obviously super annoying. So we want to remove that. And how we go about doing that is developing a skill. And a skill is just an on-demand workflow that we can call. Okay, so let me build it out and then I'll walk you through what it looks like so it just clicks in your head in case you're not already aware of how these work. So I wrote in here, please create me a LinkedIn skill that creates LinkedIn posts on demand. I write in LinkedIn, it generates the post, okay? And reference all of these files here and also copy the structure from this LinkedIn post example. Perfect, so we've gone ahead and generated the skill. We can actually see it up top here, okay? And when we open it up, we can see that now this on-demand workflow that we could call anytime is going to reference all of these files we created as well as the example LinkedIn structure. So we can give it a shot, okay? I can type in here /LinkedIn in a new conversation, and you'll notice we have this / command opening up, which means that it's going to actually, oops, I fired it off prematurely here. It's going to reference this, okay? And now I can just say /LinkedIn, write me a post on how to get your first client on Upwork. Cool, so we've gone ahead and we've written the entire post just from one line. If we wanted to write another post, all we'd have to do is hit the / command LinkedIn one more time, and we can go ahead and we can take this same strategy and apply it to all different types of posts, whether it's LinkedIn, Twitter, whether it's a blog post or whatever else the case is. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found value in this. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button. I also have all of the blueprints for this particular video and all other YouTube videos for free in my free school community. And I also have a paid community where there are 2 transformations. Number 1 is how you can find, close, and fulfill your first deal within 30 days or less. So you start as a freelancer, you can create an agency. I'll show you how you can do that. And there are hundreds of people that have made it work in this community, even many of those without any freelancing skills whatsoever. The second transformation is for those of you who have an existing business. I'll show you how you can automate up to 80% of it using the exact blueprints that allowed me to scale to 7 figures. All you have to do is copy and paste them into your business and you're good to go. This works for Claude, and we'll also be talking about other applications as well. And of course, when you're creating a business or you're automating it, it's never a straight line. You're always going to encounter challenges along the way. We have 7 calls that you can jump on and we can work back and forth face to face on overcoming those challenges together. And I also have an agency. So if you are a business owner looking for help with automation, but you don't want to do it yourself, you can always reach out to us and we will show you how you can automate everything. We'll start with a free 30-minute audit of your business, showing you how you can increase your profitability using AI. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.